Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So in this video we're going to answer a question that someone recently asked me, and this was around OBS Studio and the webcam overlay settings. So here on the screen you can see I've got the two webcams open. On the left I've got my OBSBot Tiny 2 and on my right I've got my Logitech C920 camera. And you'll clearly see that the one on the left, the OBSBot, is in a round circle, and the one on the right, the C920, is just a standard rectangle webcam view. So somebody asked me, how did I set it up to do the round circle? So the first thing we're going to do is head over into Microsoft PowerPoint. Now you could do this step in some imaging software, but I found it easiest just to do it in PowerPoint. So let's head over there now. Okay, so here we are in Microsoft PowerPoint, and we're just going to start with a new blank presentation. And we're going to select all the default content and just delete it. The next thing we're going to do is we're insert a shape, and we're going to select an oval, and we're going to draw an oval on the screen, and then we will select that object, right click it and select format shape, and in its size properties on the top right here we can set it to whatever you want, but I set it to 500 pixels, so 500 px. And do the same for the width so that it's symmetrical. And there we have a 500 by 500 circle. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to set the colors. So in the fill, I'm going to choose solid fill and choose red. And just to make sure it's absolutely true red, I'm just going to do the more colors option and make sure it's 2550 and 0, which it is. And you can adjust them if you require to. And the other thing we need to do is get rid of this line that's around the outside. You could of course leave a line there and do some formatting if you want to change the style of the view. However, I'm just wanting a straight red solid circle. So on the line options, I'm just going to select no line. And that is it. The only other thing you might need to do, depending on how your base configuration of PowerPoint is set up, is to set the transparency on the background, although this shouldn't be required. But to do that, you would select the slide, right click, format background, and then on the right hand side you would select solid fill, not that it really matters, and just set the transparency to 100%. But you shouldn't need to do that step. Okay, so then we'll select the shape itself. So there we go, we've got the shape, and we're going to right click it and do save as picture. And then we're just going to give it a name. So I'm going to call it red mask 500 by 500, and I'm going to save it as a PNG file. And you can see I already got my red circle mask there from the current configuration in OBS Studio. But we'll save this as red mask 500 by 500 and click save. And this is us finished with Microsoft PowerPoint, so we can close it. We don't need to save the actual presentation file, so we can just discard that. And now let's head back into OBS Studio. All right, so here we are in OBS Studio, and we're going to select the webcam view that we're going to adjust. And you would normally, you'd place it where you want it on the screen. So I'm just going to stick it down here in the bottom right. And I'll move my OBSBot view as well, just down to the bottom left for comparison. All right, so we'll select the square rectangle of the C920 view, and at the bottom of the screen, we're going to click on filters. And here we can see we've got the webcam view appears, and we're going to add two effect filters. And the first one we're going to add is crop and pad. And just name it whatever you want. I've just left it as the default. And then we're going to add a image mask and blend. Again, name it what you want. I've just left it as the default. So with the image mask and blend effect filter selected, we're going to browse the path to the file that we've just saved from PowerPoint. So there it is there, red mask 500 by 500, and click open. And you'll see that the webcam view has gone this semi-transparent funny view, and this is due to the alpha channel being set, the alpha mask type being set as color channel. So what we need to do that is change this to alpha channel. So your type should be alpha mask, alpha channel. And there we can see it's gone into the circle. And then we go across to the crop and pad, And what we want to do now is adjust your left, top, right and bottom so that the red rectangle around that view is enclosed totally on the circle. So here you can see in my setup I don't need to adjust the top and bottom, they're sitting fine. So all I need to do is adjust the left and right, and we want to make sure that we adjust them both so that it comes in equally on both sides. So we'll just start rolling up the value, or you can type a number in. So we can go for something like 50 as a starting point. We can see how much that comes in. So set them both on left and right to 50. We've still got some space left, so we want to adjust that some more. Let's go for 75 and 75. And we're probably not far off there, but we could maybe knock that in a few pixels just to make sure that it is sitting on the edge of the circle. And that is it. That's all you need to do. So all we need to do now is just click close, and that is us set the filters. So the only other thing you can see is, okay, my left OBSBot view is zoomed right in on my face or my upper torso, and the one on the right I've still got a lot of space above my head. So what I can right click on that camera view, now this depends on your camera software, but I can do properties for the webcam, click configure video, and on my camera control I can adjust the zoom and bring it in on how far in that I want to suit the view. So maybe round about there, and just hit OK. And there we have it, all done. So that's how we can convert a square, rectangle, whatever you want to call it, webcam standard view into a circle mask and stop over clipping all your background content, or a lot of the background content that you're maybe trying to capture. Alright, so hope that helps somebody, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and please reach out with any comments down below, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.